Welcome back to the Weekly Watch Report, where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday. Yeah. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Bunches of oats. Let me tell you a little something.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, welcome. Join the group. Yep, I told you. Yeah, we just shook hands. Because I said to her, Love Island USA is where it's at right now.
Gosh darn gee golly.
Yeah.
Is this shaping up to be one of the best seasons of reality TV ever?
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Did I just get
you got excited. Woo! Bring it back in a little.
I got ahead of myself there.
Maybe a little. It is good. It is good, for sure.
It's definitely the best season of Love Island USA.
Whoa. By far.
By far. Not even close.
Yeah. I think it also
it's one of the
with
best
UK
seasons
sucking right now that it's like it makes it seem even better. Like UK's bad.
It's one of the best seasons of reality TV that I've seen in this year.
Yeah.
6 months into the year.
Yeah. Right.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Now listen, spoilers. We got to talk about what happened.
Yes, yeah. If you are not caught up
to Sunday night's episode,
because we're locked in, we're caught up. You may not want to listen to this because we're talking about the action.
We're about to
So I'll hit you one more time. Spoiler alert. If you're not up to date with the Sunday, June 23rd episode of Love Island USA, don't listen.
And if you want to get it spoiled and then catch up, go ahead because we're about to dive in. I don't even know where to begin. I just have to say that this is an amazing cast of characters. I want to start there. The casting, bravo.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter complain about the quote-unquote foreigners that end up on Love Island UK. You will not catch me complaining about that. Give me a mix. Give me a mix of characters. I do not care where they're from. I do not care that the odds of them making it out in the real world are slim to none because one lives in Australia and one lives in fucking Idaho. I don't care.
That didn't even cross my mind. All I thought was, this is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Throw them all together and jumble them up.
Yep.
I want to start off by players that I like because there's very few that I like on here. Like, really like. Cordell. Outstanding.
Yeah. Sweet
one
guy.
One of the best guys that we've had on this show.
And also just like Odell Beckham Jr.'s brother.
Right, but besides that, I don't even want to give him.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, of course it is.
No, but I'm saying like it takes a real good guy. I think it emphasizes even more that he is a good guy because he could be a dick.
Right. But he's not.
And he's not.
And I think he is so, like, seriously one of the most genuine guys that we've seen on this show. And the fact that Serena was questioning how genuine he is got me a little riled up. Now, listen, of course, when you're first meeting somebody and it's all good, you're like, your mind goes to like, oh, there's got to be something bad. And I think that's what Serena was doing at first. And now I think she's maybe turning a little bit where she just sees how genuine Cordell really is. And I love that. He just has great vibes. When whoever voted him most boring, I was so pissed. I was like, what about him is boring? Like, are we watching the same show? He was hitting the worm on the floor literally 2 minutes before that. So why are we saying he's the most boring?
I loved his confessional where he was like, I don't know, man. Women are weird.
That was hilarious. Like, he's just
trying. He's like, look, I'm trying my best. I like her. She's done her own thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair that the guys are like a little nervous about where her intentions are because especially this season, people are playing the game. They are playing the game.
And I like Kendall. I think Kendall's sweet. He's like a little like
I don't know about Kendall for me. He's like, I don't know. There's something about him that just
I just don't immediately get bad vibes from him.
No, not that I get bad vibes. He seems like a good person.
Yeah.
It's more like I don't know, maybe I'm worried about him a little bit.
In what way?
Because I feel like he's got to really give himself pep talks. And I didn't really like to use a lot of jokes of like, oh, what's my girl doing? She's talking to somebody. Like, I could tell clearly I think deep down he has some deep-rooted insecurities. Yeah. He's always doing that dance going, I'm sexy, I'm sexy, I'm sexy. Yeah. So clear, like he's really trying to remind himself. You know?
Right. That is true. I just think in terms of the other guys, Cordell and Kendall just come across more genuine than like the other ones. I think Aaron, he's grown. I like Aaron. He's grown on me. Yeah. Him and Kaylor.
I like Aaron and Kaylor.
Who, by the way, looks identical to Hannah G.
Exactly the same.
That is Hannah G. Really throwing me off.
And I also feel like they have a very similar sense of humor. Like Kaylor seems sneaky, very funny, and that's how Hannah G is too.
They really do look so similar. Really do. So Aaron has grown on me. I like Aaron. We gotta talk about Rob.
Yeah.
Now,
Snake Slayer Rob.
I am so utterly confused by this man. It's like I only want him on my TV, but I hate him.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't. Like it's like I hate you so much.
Oh, he's so toxic.
But I only want to watch you.
Yeah, he's so toxic. When he started crying to Leah. And really just like somehow spun all that back on, somehow spun him talking to another girl that he likes. Somehow he spun that back to Leah and that she wasn't caring for his feelings enough in that moment that he started crying. And then through his tears, he's like, you know, I really like you. But I don't know about our chemistry.
It was the most confusing
conversation.
First of all, the amount of times that he told Leah that he really liked her.
Yeah.
Just to do the complete opposite of every, like when he stood up at the fire pit where it was like, stand up if you want a chance to couple up, which by the way, they have amazing twists this season.
That was a good one.
That was a good twist. And he looked at Leah and just went, sorry. And just got up and it was like, bro, how are you telling this girl that you really like her?
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? Like it was so frustrating to watch. Like if he had just told Leah, I don't like you as much as I, you know, am interested in Andrea. Like I don't like you enough to close it off and not be with Andrea. That's different.
Yeah.
He just kept saying that you have to trust. He starts crying, saying Leah doesn't trust him. Why would she trust you? You have given her zero reason to trust you. You went on that date, immediately made out with Andrea.
Yeah.
And then as soon as your tongue left her mouth, said, nobody tell anybody about this kiss.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell her myself.
And then went back and told everybody about the kiss. Like I just was stunned. When he started bursting out crying, I had to sit up a bit. I was like, wait, I did not see this coming.
My favorite was when he got so emotional that he said he just needed a minute, took off his mic, jumped in the pool, and like went underneath like a fountain or something. I don't know. Where he was like, he was like this, and the water was to here, and he was just breathing.
I thought he was going to drown himself.
Oh my God. The tweets were so funny. People were like, you're watching Love Island UK? Coming over to the US. We have guys drowning themselves in the pool.
He's like, oh my God, there's like Leah kept saying like your choice is between two bad bitches. Like he's like in there like there's too many bitches in here. Like I'm gonna drown myself.
That was it was an unreal move. And then after that, it was just like over. Like after that conversation, it was like Leah and him were both like, well, that was a bad night. And he was like, he just went all in on Andrea.
You know, that's a throwback. Sean Kingston, these girls too beautiful, they have me suicidal.
Yep.
And then now this is a fitting place for that. Was literally Rob. I mean, I hate this man.
Yeah.
But yet he can't leave the show. Like we
got a problem.
So Sunday night we got a big problem on our hands.
We got a problem on
our hands. The girls and the guys were left with the choice. The girls had to vote one girl out. The guys had to vote one guy out.
Which was another twist because oh, bless you.
Apologies. Yeah. Apologies.
Which was another twist because normally it's girls send a guy home and guys send a girl home. They always switch it. So this was a way to really tap into the loyalty of the girls. Like the girls, once again, this came down to just who they liked more, which rarely happens, because I will say when it feels like normally when it is left up to the Islanders to send someone home, they try and go based off connection. And like, okay, this person has this person and it's going really well and blah, blah, blah. Rob and Andrea for the last few days locked at the hip. I mean, obsessed with each other. So you would kind of think they would be the ones to say, but the girls were like, no, we just like Janae so much more, and we don't like Andrea.
Because
that's it.
Yeah, because
that's all they're doing.
It. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It was they said it was unanimous.
Andrea Miguel had the right point. He was like, that wasn't the logical choice. He was like, that was like the illogical choice, which is fair. They were totally going off their feelings. They were like, we don't like Andrea.
Right. Which honestly, I thought was fucked. Like, because Andrea, she hasn't made friends with the girls, which is a bad move. Like, she's just been with Rob the whole time. And it is Love Island, but you're also making friendships there, which I think is an important factor too. You know, making a love connection is the most important factor, but making friends is super important. We've seen it on every season. People make like their best friends on there. So her not trying to bond with any of the ladies on the show was bad news.
Yeah.
But this decision didn't really make sense, because I feel like in the past, it's been like you said, okay, these people have a connection. They're clearly like attached at the hip. We can't send them home. Like they're making something out of this.
Yeah.
But then there's the other, fight against that, which is, well, if they already have a connection, why can't we just send them home together? And
totally.
But the thing is that Rob wasn't being sent home. It's like, well, now they're like, can't Rob just leave with Andrea? But
you know what? I also love Rob being like, good job, guys. Now you sent 3 people home. And the girls were like, we don't care.
Yeah, right.
We actually won. This is the outcome we were hoping for.
Yeah, everyone's like, we don't like you.
So like, we actually like both of you to leave.
Right. Which is so fair if you're in the villa. I totally understand keeping Janae and wanting Rob, Andrea out of there. Yeah. Like, Leah's upset. It's a whole thing. But as a viewer of the show, I screamed so fucking loud at send Nicole home.
Right.
You know, like Janae is a great friend to the girls. She has a great personality. There's shit going on with her, Leah, and Connor right now. We can't have her go home.
Yeah.
Nicole, she's nice, but she has a few connections.
She had like maybe a little thing with Miguel blooming as well, but like nothing set in stone.
Nothing set in stone, and nothing that I'm getting all excited about.
Yeah. It was purely because they don't like
we need Janae, and we literally need Rob and Andrea in there, because we need to see what happens with this couple in Casa Amor.
Right.
We need to know
if Rob would get tempted.
Yes, I needed that more than fucking anything. And I feel like we were robbed as viewers to not... Robbed, huh? I feel like we were robbed as viewers to not see how them two were going to act in Casa Amor.
Yeah.
I'm screaming at my TV. I'm like, no, this ruins everything. I was so pissed, because that man can't go home. That man can't go home. We need Rob to stay, because now we need to see what Rob does. Does he crawl back to Leah?
Yeah.
We need Rob to stay.
I know.
I hate him, but I need him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship with Rob.
I know. I'm so torn on if he's going to stay or not. Like, he was so adamantly like, well, I'm out, I'm gone, like right away, that it makes me think he's going to go, because I think the guys are going to try and convince him to stay, but I don't know. Aaron's reaction was way too over the top. The boys needed to fucking calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like they were sending Rob off to war. Like, it's like Rob just got drafted.
The way that Aaron was...
Rob just got drafted, basically. They were like, but that's it. And
it was like, Aaron, okay, you go home with Rob then.
Yeah.
Go home with your boyfriend.
Why would you do that?
It's like, all right, chill out. And then, seeing the preview of Liv, she was like, kind of just like, what else did you want us to do? You weren't making the decision. Like, it is hard to be put in that decision and in that spot. And the boys got real. They literally...
But it really is funny, though, because it's like, what would you want to do? Well, either of the other two girls would have made more sense.
No, 100%. I saw we're going back
and
to...
I like Janae, too, a lot. I do. I also... It's just like, sometimes you get so locked in. Like it's just when you come in, the timing, the production of it. Mm-hmm. She got so lucky because it was all the OG girls that were deciding. So they were like, we're not going to send her home.
Right. They're like, she's not even an option. Yeah. Which is why I would have went with Nicole.
Right.
I would have been like,
and like Miguel said, the logical dumping would have probably been Janae because she doesn't really have a connection right now. But then it's also on the flip side, like, well, that person that just hasn't come in yet, and maybe they'll come and she deserves to be a part of it, and her time will be cut too short.
Right, short end of the stick with the Connor
and
Leah situation.
And they're like, oh, Rob and Andrea, they found each other already. Now they can just leave.
Right. I mean,
it goes both ways. But for the pure purpose of TV drama, Rob needs to stay.
Rob needs to stay. And I'm locking it in. I think he stays. Yeah. And if he doesn't stay, I think the producers find a way to get Rob and Andrea back in that village. Like, I think they're like, I think they're pure panic.
Yeah.
I think Panic must have said over, like, Panic said over me.
Right.
I started throwing out crazy things out loud.
They must have been like, what the fuck are these people doing?
I'm like, this ruins the show. I start screaming, this ruins the show.
Yeah. And by the way, I went to look at Twitter because I was like, what are the people saying? Everybody was thrilled.
They didn't care at all.
They were like... And you know what? It's fine. I get it, because if you're watching it with the purity of like good versus bad, Rob's bad. Send him
Rob
home.
is bad.
You know, send him home. I get it. Like, that's for the sake of like, oh, he's toxic. Yeah, he is. He can leave, and they don't like Andrea. So
right, but for the sake of TV drama,
right?
I'm not watching for the purity of bad 100%. And good.
These same people wouldn't be tweeting, "Holy shit, this is the best season of Love Island USA ever," if these characters weren't on it.
Right. If Rob didn't do what he did with Leah and all that, and Leah, nobody's saying this is an amazing TV show.
Yeah.
So we need Rob to stay, because I need to see what that man does next. I'm so fascinated by how like dumb he is.
I know.
Truly, the girls can't possibly like his personality. Can they?
I can't imagine that much. He is an attractive man. I feel like that's what's
for sure
bringing them in.
And I think that's also part of the reason where we're like, we need him.
Right. Well, because at this point, it just feels like him and Andrea have a very physical connection. I just feel like anytime we see them, they're making out.
Right.
So.
But like, he's just like, snakes. Can you have this bug on your hand? Yeah. Like, I don't know. And then,
I don't know if there's a lot of substance.
No. And then Leah and Connor. Leah doesn't like Connor.
No, and Leah's all over the place too. She's also playing the game now because she
very
wants to
strongly.
Stay.
Connor is in love with Leah.
So was Connor. Connor did it to Janae.
Connor's in love with Leah, though.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, Connor's in love with Leah. Yep. Leah doesn't like Connor. Leah's just needs to find a place.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I'll be with Connor until
I think she was really trying to downplay how pissed she was about the Rob thing.
And she had every right to be pissed.
Yeah.
Because of the way Rob went about it.
Yeah.
If he went about it a different way, then, different circumstance. But that second conversation they had the next day, when he kept trying to make it about himself again and being like, I don't care about your I was like, ooh.
You know what Rob is also making his personality? Boners.
It's almost like it's like you can't keep to yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
he was like, that was also just an all-time epic line of Love Island when he was talking to one of the other girls. He's like, I don't know, I just like haven't ejaculated. It was so long.
I was just like, and also like how long, like,
but it is funny because it I'm sure that is a feeling for all the guys on this show, and they never really talk about it. But Rob was like, "Fuck, I feel like maybe I'm super emotional right now. I just really
need to jerk off."
Literally.
Imagine they're like, all right, Rob, we'll give you your time without the cameras. You can go jerk off.
Oh, God.
Maybe that's what he was trying to do in the pool.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the only spot I can get away from anybody without a fucking microphone.
Yep.
And go jerk off in the pool underwater.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he seems to be struggling with that.
No, but you're right. Connor is totally like, but everybody's playing the game. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so good. Like, Connor put the moves on Janae and locked that in, and then was like, but jumps to Leah, but Leah totally doesn't like him.
Leah totally doesn't like him.
No.
If she's like, she doesn't want to kiss him or touch him, you don't like him then. Like, what do you mean?
That's another funny thing, like getting into bed. Oh yeah, I just like, physical touch, yuck.
Right, like, no, you wanted to jump Rob's bones.
Yeah.
Also, Leah was saying that she was really hurt and was embarrassed by what Rob was saying about their sexual chemistry. Meanwhile, she's making fun of Connor.
Yeah.
So it's like, you gotta watch what you're saying because now you're making it embarrassing for Connor.
Look, the cast, they cast some drama this season.
They knew what they were doing.
They cast some major drama.
And I said, you know what? These people must have stepped into the auditions, the casting, and they looked at them and said, they got something. They got something.
This season has been so good that I'm watching After Sun. Never do I always skip those episodes. But I'm like, damn, this season is so good. I'm watching. I've been watching. I watched this past Saturdays because I was like, I want to hear what everybody's talking about.
Right. That's true. I might watch that. Now I'm in a tough position. I need to see what happens every night. I need to fucking see what happens every night. But at the same time,
you just binged all 10 episodes?
I want a binger on the plane.
Yeah. No, you can't. You have to watch.
I have to watch.
Because it feels like everybody is actually very current with it and you might get things spoiled.
Yeah, I'm going to watch all this week and then next week I probably won't be able to watch, so then I'll have it for the way home.
For the way home, you'll have it.
But damn, is it fucking fantastic. It's good. I'm going to give it an A. So yeah, that's all I watch. I don't know anything else I watched this week. All the reality shows are done.
Yeah.
And
I'm behind on New Jersey.
We were in Chicago all week, so I didn't watch any TV.
Wasn't watching TV at all, yeah.
And then I watched Love Island. So literally the only thing I watched was Love Island USA because I binged the episodes, and I'm going to give it an A.
Yeah.
That's 12 episodes.
I'm going to give Love Island USA an A as well. Really good. Love Island UK, I'm like 4 or 5 episodes behind. I fell asleep.
Oh, no.
For the first time ever with a Love Island episode on. I had Love Island UK on. I was like, I can't hear about this. I can't hear about Ronnie anymore. Why? Ronnie? This is the guy? Really? It's just the same. It's like the same. Mm-hmm. Every episode's the same because it's like they're dragging it on. There's these triangles. Nobody can make a decision. Whatever. I've been slow on that. I'll give that like might get like a C+.
Damn, that's a low.
I mean, it's really
in comparison to.
Yeah, and I think it's just also in comparison. But I watched Love Island UK and I'm like, snooze. This is not pulling me in as much as USA. The last episode of The Perfect Match. This is also a spoiler alert. If you have not finished the season, do not listen. Once again, spoiler alert for the end of The Perfect Match. This is the stupidest show to exist. The couple that won The Perfect Match were on one episode at the end. They were paired up for one episode. And they voted them the winners. Because I've seen some TikToks from the people that were on the show. They were like, look, there's people that are in the house and then there's people that are out of the house. And they're always kind of waiting in the wings to either come in or be sent home. And they just had the numbers. So they just like all agreed that they wanted people that were outside of the house to win. Because there was such a clear-cut winner. It was Alara and Stefan. Like 100%. Mm-hmm. They had the connection. They should have won. Nigel and Christina went on one date and then they won the whole show. Mm-hmm. And granted, you won a vacation, so it's not like it was some whole big thing. But it was like, what a fucking waste of what I want. Why did I watch all these couples get to know each other for this couple that they had maybe 20 minutes of screen time win the whole show. They did show the clip of Harry Jowsey. Boy, did he lie his face off. They had the footage of him kissing Melinda, saying the lines to Melinda, oh, I want to fuck you so bad. Oh, the whole thing. And then him being like, to the cameraman being like, did you get that on camera? Did you get that on camera?
Is he the biggest liar in reality TV
actually
history?
Unbelievable. That man lies. I can't even believe that he is still lying the way he is on TV.
Isn't it like kind of like you're like fascinated by people like that? Like I could literally never lie like that.
No, it's fascinating. That's why he is so like. And then he says this shit where he's like, I self-sabotage. Like, it's like, yeah.
Everyone like feels bad for him, but they're like, wait, why am I feeling bad?
Like you're professing your love to Jess and then you're on camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some things I think like, does he do this on purpose? You know?
At this point, he knows how to make good TV.
Like the people are still talking about him and there's not a lot of Too Hot to Handle alums that have had the staying power that he has had.
No.
Because he's so fucking ridiculous.
A little amount. Yeah.
And then they played a little thing at the end that was like, oh, Jess and Harry got together, and then it was like, wah wah, 2 weeks later broke up. Like,
classic.
You know, it just that was obviously not going to work. But the shit he said to her to just be the actions, it's incredible. The way, and he's like, oh, I've been going to therapy for a year. Like, I've really been really working on myself. It's just, you just laugh now.
Yeah, like he probably isn't really telling his therapist. Like if he's lying all over the TV.
He's the kind of guy that lies to their therapist, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that is, it's just insane. I really couldn't believe what a pointless television show that I watched the whole thing of, really. And I'll probably watch the next season. But it is absolutely pointless. None of the couples actually, nobody stays together. Nobody, and why would they? They live in complete, like, this is the Love Island thing. Like, Seven, I think, lives in LA or somewhere. Alara's British. Like, it's just never going to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's just never going to work.
I don't want to think about that, though.
I know. But that's why it's just like, it really is. It was just a complete pointless television program. I'll give it a B.
I hated it. B.
I hated it, but I also loved it at the same time. Like, I was glued. I was watching the whole thing. You know, I'm like, because it's just a hate watch. You're like, this is so stupid. Mm-hmm. And then when Christina and Nigel won, I was like, I laughed. I was like, you got me. This is all one big goof.
You got
100%. Got. We all got. I was like, this fucking show. Mm-hmm. You got to be kidding me. What's the point, Nick Lachey? You tell me. What are you even there for?
This is exactly it. Being able to be talking about it.
What are you even there for?
You're talking about it. It got you riled up.
I wish
they're doing what they did their job.
I know. I wish they saw the cameras rolling after the final vote, just to see how everyone was like, well, that was fucking stupid.
Right. They're like, why did we just spend our time doing that?
Yeah. Yep. Free vacation, I guess.
Right.
That's everything I watched.
I want to make one more note about Love Island. I think Ariana is doing a great job as a host.
Yes, agreed.
And I have totally separated her from Ariana Vanderpump to Ariana Love Island. Like, I don't look at her as any, like, I look at her as the host of Love Island. Like,
she's crushing it.
I think she's doing a great job. And granted, you know, the host has a small role of Love Island. Like, it's really not a ginormous role. But every time she comes in, I'm like,
she's hitting it for sure.
She's hitting the marks. She looks fantastic. I love all of her outfits.
Her looks are insane. And I love that she also she's not getting involved, but at the same time, she was like, Rob, I don't think you should leave.
Yeah,
like, I was
making good comments. And
I'm
like, you know what? It hit me. I said, wow. I didn't even think for 2 seconds that this is Ariana from Vanderpump. I've just been looking at her like she's the host, and I think that is great. So I want to give props to Ariana because I think she's crushing it. All right, Noah, the floor is yours. I guess you have not watched Love Island USA?
No, I haven't. Although I did watch some episodes or like in and out of Perfect Match.
Oh, you did?
Because I was just like curious because I feel like everyone's watching it.
No, if you're giving Perfect Match a watch,
Love
Island USA.
Where can I watch?
Peacock.
I don't have or I don't know.
Use my login. Peacock. Peacock's the best one in the game right now.
I'll hand out my login to anybody.
Wait, how do you have Peacock? Like,
what do you
sign up
like
for? It's the same up for any streaming service.
You have a Netflix subscription. You have a Peacock subscription.
But you don't get it through like if my parents have a TV thing.
No. It's a subscription, and let me tell you, it is well worth it. Peacock is top of the top.
Peacock may come with some cable providers.
My parents use like Verizon, I think. I don't know. I have YouTube TV.
Yeah,
but I'll give it a watch.
It's a must.
You would like it.
How many episodes is Love Island USA? Like, it's not as many as UK.
They don't go on as long as UK. It's maybe like 30, high 30s.
Okay, I can do that. Because
there's only 10,
12 episodes.
The only season of Love Island I've ever watched was season 5 of UK, and it was incredible. But after I did, I'm like, that's it. I can't do it again.
No, jump aboard now.
No, if you get in now, you have enough time.
Then every night you can watch.
Yeah, if you get in now, you have enough time.
Oh, so I could watch it on TV.
No, it's on Peacock.
Oh, it's only on Peacock.
Yes.
Peacock at 9 p.m. Be there or be a fucking loser and miss out because it's amazing.
All right. Well, I don't have that much else outside of
what did you think of the Perfect Match? Terrible.
I'm not even putting that on here because I like can't even say that I don't know though. Like, I've never watched the Perfect Match. I kind of skipped around and I was like, I want to see Harry and Jess.
Yeah.
interact because I know them, but
Personally,
yeah, I'm a good friend.
You know, I know them.
my close personal friend.
Yeah. I will say there was a lot of random people from random shows that I did not watch.
Yeah. It is funny though, because you were saying like how everyone acts like Harry Jesse's like a celebrity amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, amongst them, yes. There
Yeah.
was like some of these dating shows, these Netflix dating shows, I was like, what the fuck are these shows? I've literally never even heard of them. There was one where siblings dated.
Oh no, we talked about that one.
I didn't watch that.
I gave it a go, and I freaked me out.
Yeah, I
It
didn't
was
watch
like
that one.
siblings or dating,
Yeah, there was one about.
and then the siblings go on dates with the other siblings.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like setting your sibling up with another.
Yep.
Yeah, it's.
There
I
was
don't know.
one like outdoorsy one, I think, that I had also never heard of.
Perfect Match just seems like a worse Love
There was
Island.
one like Trust one. I'm like, I haven't seen that either.
Love Island is just on another
Yeah, it
level
is.
than any other reality show.
Do
Like
they have good music in the Love Island USA? Like they
They've
do in the UK?
they've upped the game.
Really?
They're paying the big bucks. Peacock is
shelling out.
the Peacock is paying the big bucks for the music because that was one thing that UK always had over
Yeah.
US, and US they're paying for the money now.
Let me tell
I mean,
you-
they're paying for the music.
They have the top of the top working on that show. All across the board.
Yeah,
they
they're-
have the top of the top working on these shows. Getting these episodes out the next day.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I couldn't be more impressed with it.
It must be like the Truman Show, which they just have like a whole office of people.
Like, think about it. Right now,
They're filming.
they are in the villa.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so right now, what they're filming right now is going to be shown tomorrow, right?
Or on
It's
Wednesday.
in a few days. It's like a few day delay.
Like today
Oh,
will
it's a
be
few
well.
days.
They're in
Yeah.
Fiji too, so it's like by Wednesday or Thursday, whatever's happening today, that's what we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a few days.
what are they doing right now?
You know who's also working overtime? Ian Sterling.
I'm being on both.
Wait,
You
he's
know?
on both?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does the voice
Was
for
he
both.
always like that? I thought they had
No,
a
they had a
separate
different guy
Yeah,
for UK for US, and then they brought Ian Sterling, so he's doing double duty right now.
Wow.
He's narrating UK and US.
Okay, it's 4:14 a.m. in Fiji, so they're asleep right now. The lights are off. They're in
4:14 on Tuesday.
4:14 on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're asleep right now. The lights are dark. They're in their little beds.
Yeah.
And soon they'll be waking up, probably in like 2 or 3 hours.
Yep.
Like, it's just bizarre to think about. You know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
true. They are
Sorry,
there.
I'm like getting a little creepy about
Yeah,
it, but
they
it's
are,
like,
they're
is
there.
Rob there or is
Yeah.
Rob not?
Do you think we'll ever get to the point where it's just a live, like you could just see a live feed of them?
No.
Well,
they
that's
got
like Big Brother, no?
Yeah,
that-
Big Brother is live.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
They got to be able to. I feel like with Love Island, you got to be able to cut like the dramatics.
Yeah, they
Like,
have to. It's
There's
too much
something
time.
about that fucking
Yeah.
those cuts. It's like when they had
Producers
to,
have to be
they
have to
had
be
to,
able to
like-
manipulate it in
like,
some
when
Yeah.
they
way.
had to literally pin Rob down, and he's like, "What the fuck, y'all?" I was like, "What?"
Also, they've been so fucking ruthless with their matching speeches. So many digs at like other people.
Yeah,
It's like-
when Connor said that when his
Yeah.
speech about picking Leah, I was like, "Why? That was a random dig
I
at Janae."
know.
Sorry, no,
Sorry,
keep
we're
going.
back.
I'm so
I know,
sorry.
it's hilarious that it's
No, we're
somehow
so,
went
so
back
good.
into
It's
recap.
literally
so
all
good.
I can think about. I literally went. You know when you like when before you're going to sleep, you're thinking about all different scenarios in your own life,
Yeah.
or maybe Nick Jonas.
Yep.
I couldn't stop thinking about what they were doing on Love
What's
Island.
happening in the
What's
villa.
happening? I was
Yeah.
like, is Rob home? Where is Rob? Did he stay or did he go? Sorry, Noah. Once again, I'm sorry. Keep going.
So I watched Dark Matter, the new episode. Very good. It's getting
This has
interesting.
been going on for a while, it feels.
I mean, it's one episode a
One
week. This is
episode a week.
episode 8, I think.
You think
So-
that, is there 10 episodes?
I don't even know. My mom is so clueless, by the way, because she is watching it as well, and she's like, "Oh, so it ended, right?" And I'm like, "That was like the 6th episode. It ended on like a cliffhanger. You
Was
thought
she-
that's how it ended?"
She was probably like, "Wow,
Oh,
that's
she's
the
like,
finale."
What is this,
Yeah.
week to week bullshit?
Yeah. But it's good. It's heating up. The Boys as well. The new episode
Mm-hmm.
of The Boys, episode 4 of season 4.
I see people liking the season a lot.
This I was gonna say like a lot of people are like hating on this season a little bit, but
Probably mixed.
Different sides of the internet
Yeah.
you two are on.
this last episode was very good. Very gory. So if you're not into that type of thing, like
The way he said that.
Ooh.
Very gory.
but I'll give that a B plus as well. And then I watched this movie called What You Wish For. It was a good movie. but I wouldn't really I'm trying to think of like how I can talk about it without spoiling it.
It was a good movie.
It's just like in comparison.
And here's the grade.
In comparison to like the Love Island talk.
It's very.
Here's my review. Good.
I really can't divulge that much about it without spoiling. Like, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. A new movie?
I think it came out at like 2023, but it is
Okay.
like pretty new. It was we watched it on Prime, but
On Prime.
yeah,
Was
there's
it
not much I
free
can
or
say.
did you rent it?
We rented it.
Okay.
Oh, it was a rent worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you feel it was worth the $3.99?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like
What
$5.99.
happened in this movie,
$5.99.
sir?
Do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you?
No, because I
You're
don't spoil it.
Okay.
I'll give you. I won't tell you anything.
Give us
about
the
reaction.
synopsis.
Or just set the scene.
Okay.
I'll close my eyes.
Opening scene.
No.
I'll
okay.
close my eyes.
So basically,
No, could do it in like a nice tone.
Who's in it?
no one you would know. I don't think.
Really underground film you have going on.
Seriously, what's it called?
What you wish for?
He's like, I wish I never even watched this movie. Why don't you just read the synopsis? I'll read it.
All right.
A down-on-his-luck chef assumes the identity of an old culinary friend who's a private chef for the wealthy. As the motives of his mysterious clients become clear, he desperately tries to find a way out.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I
good.
like that.
I like that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it felt
It's
like kind
good.
of like The Menu.
I mean,
No.
not really.
Or what about that movie Bradley Cooper did in
No. Trust me. Like when you watch it,
82% Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
yeah, I think that's a good score. I was gonna give it like a B.
Okay.
But when you watch it, like there's like a, oh shit. Like
Oh.
I would recommend it.
Okay.
But-
anything having to do with
Google
chefs and
says-
stuff I'm into.
Google says, in a nutshell, thrilling, uneasy, and moody.
Oh. Is that
Yeah.
describe Noah? Describe Noah in 3 words.
Hey, I'll take thrilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bear comes back this week too, talking about
Oh, yeah,
chefs shows.
I did
Wow,
start.
what was the review of the restaurant?
What?
I know.
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm yelling a lot tonight.
I
And
did,
I'm not me. I'm
Too
sorry.
many cliffhangers for Rhea.
Yeah, that's my heart.
Where's Rob and what's the review?
Literally, all I can think about is where is Rob, and I'm so sorry to all the listeners where I've been screaming in your ears for the whole episode. But
I did start
Where
watching
is
the
he?
Federer documentary. By the way, I didn't finish it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Is that on Prime?
it's on Prime. Yeah.
did you see the on Tower Bridge?
Yes, that was cool.
That was sick. Where he was.
That's the most animated yes I've heard from in a while.
No, it was sick. He was playing against his younger self
but like
That is very
across,
cool.
like,
across
Yeah.
the towers. Yeah.
yeah.
That is very cool.
That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
Hell
why.
yes,
I don't know why
I
got so
did.
I
excited
sure
for
did see that.
that.
Where's Rob?
Yeah, but
Sorry.
that's all. That's all I watch. But yeah, I'll have to give Love Island a go.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to.
I mean,
Like, can we
if
just
we
talk-
didn't shove it down your throat
can we
enough.
just talk about it a little bit more? Like, I just. Did you like Rob before this started all these things started happening? Because
the early connection with Leah, I was like, oh, this is cute.
I feel like I didn't even notice he was there
Yeah.
up until I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wait.
And also, he was on the show last season.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't watch last season.
He came in as one of the Casa Amor guys. It just didn't pan out for him.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
They
didn't know
brought
the-
him back.
I didn't know the
I think
Rob
producers.
lore.
I think producers were like, this guy's just too hot. We got to bring him back.
Yeah, like it's just like it's just crazy.
No. Once the tears, what you haven't asked how I'm feeling.
I was like, oh
this
no,
guy.
right. And I'm all for a man showing his emotions.
Yeah.
but he wasn't showing the.
No, he was doing it.
It
That was
was-
tactful.
Yeah, that was a showman performance. That wasn't real emotions from Rob. He was trying to squeeze out those tears so hard. Wait, that was what I wanted to say. The world tour memes are here. Justin Timberlake. Somebody wrote a picture of Rob. This is going to ruin the tour.
Yep.
And then the girls, what tour? The world tour.
Those memes will never stop being funny. Like, and there's a new one every time I open Twitter.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
From every
It
movie.
fits every.
I was
occasion.
thinking about making the one. I haven't seen it made, but from the Notebook, like, what do you want to eat?
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
you should do that. You should be the first to do that. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
This is going to ruin the tour. What tour?
Oh God. Well, needless to
see,
say,
though?
we'll be locked in
We'll be-
tonight.
Listen, I don't know how I'm going to react if Rob goes home. I want to make that abundantly clear. And not for, and
do you think deep down, because Kaylor kind of said it when they were talking in their little group about who was going to send home. Do you think deep down Leah is like, if I send Andrea home, Rob will come back to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When Rob said he was gonna leave, Leah's face was like, no.
Yeah.
Like she thought that's what happened there.
Right.
Listen, because I'm still stuck on the fact that Janae should stay because Janae is OG in the group, has a great personality. She flows with the group, and I want to see what happens with Leah, Connor, her. Like I'm with that. Nicole like just didn't like. She has little connections.
Right. It would have been Nicole.
And for me, it would have been Nicole.
Yeah.
Solely because I want to know what happens between this toxic man. Like I need to know what happens with him. But Leah, it was the most cliche thing ever that she was voting out Andrea.
Yeah.
It like that was I can close my eyes and go, yeah, she's picking Andrea.
Yeah.
If Leah wanted to do like surprise people, she would have fought for Andrea to stay because then that would mean that she didn't really care. But she wanted Andrea gone. She said, "Oh, Rob will stay." Yeah. She wasn't expecting Rob to go. I'm going to leave.
Right
now, let's lock in a bet right now. Let's put money on it. Let's put money on it right now. You think Rob's going?
Like, kind of no, but for the sake of this, I will say I think he's going to go.
Okay, and I'm going to say that he stays.
Okay. How much?
I don't know, 50.
Whoa, $50? What am I made of money? I'm planning I was gonna say 5. $50.
I was trying to play big.
Oh my God. Well, I don't feel strongly enough about
your bet.
about my side to put $50 on it. I think if I was the one saying he's gonna stay, maybe
okay. How about this? I got a better bet.
$5.
No, 5. Okay, I got a better one.
Okay.
When we go get those pickle sandwiches.
Pickle sandwiches on the winner.
Pickle sandwiches on the loser.
Pickle sandwiches on the
pickle
loser.
sandwiches on the loser.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. You got yourself a deal.
Sounds good. All right, that wraps up the weekly watch report.
I hope nobody listened to the entire weekly watch report because that was just Love Island spoilers the entire time.
And then we end up with pickle sandwiches at the end.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
that wraps it up. Woo!
Yeah.
Can't wait for tonight.
Love Island USA.
9 p.m. Peacock. Literally, Peacock needs to hire us.
I know.
For like to go to all these trips. Send us to Fiji. Why didn't we get sent to Fiji? Send us to Fiji right now. Send us to Fiji for the finale.
Maybe we'll get the trip next time.
Send us to Fiji for the finale. We'll cover it. It'll be fantastic. We'll do our podcast from there. Please, Peacock. Please, somebody from Peacock hear that.
I know. Now, you know what I love?
I'm sounding crazy right now. Like, reel it in.
I mean, I love them, Nikki and Brie.
Yes.
Now, Garcia. But when I saw that they were doing their own, like, Love Island podcast just on Love Island USA, I was like, how did we not get this call?
Right. And it's being promoted on people. Like,
how did we not get this call?
I just don't know how much we can fight for these things any longer.
I know.
You know? It's like, listen to us. Please. This is my final. Actually, I want this posted everywhere. Peacock.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you hear us right now, we would love more than anything to be sent to Fiji. We'll have Barstool pay for it. We'll be sent to Fiji.
It would be nice if Peacock paid
if Peacock paid for it, it would be great. But you know.
Yeah.
Any way that we can get to Fiji.
Yeah.
And we will cover the finale live. Chicks in the Office live with Peacock. Love Island USA finale. Call us up.
Hey Peacock, let's talk.
And I mean that seriously. You won't regret it.
No.
You won't regret it. The passion that's flowing through these two bodies about this season, you would be doing yourself a disservice if we didn't get something going with this. All right, that's my deal right there.
That wraps up today's episode.
And that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office.
Hope you're listening.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Peacock.
Love you very much. I hope somebody high up at Peacock was listening to this episode. Love you guys.
Bye.
I think it might happen.